Hello, everybody. Welcome, guys. Welcome to the first edition of the Lockdown Live. I hope you guys are having an awesome day and awesome morning so far. And just want to quickly, hello. I'm tuning in. I'm watching you guys hear all your comments and all your little emojis coming in on Facebook. And we're going to get YouTube. I'm actually, this is the first time we're doing it, so we're just trying to figure out how to watch YouTube as well as Facebook. But hello to everyone watching on Facebook Live. Hello to everyone watching on YouTube. Let me just have a look here, see if I can get this right. YouTube, are you seeing us? Because I'm not seeing us. I would love to find it. I'm going to go see there, click that. Let's see if we can see you, seeing us, seeing you. Mine still says waiting on YouTube, Ben. Anyway. Ben is our producer. He's our controller. He's sitting behind the decks and he's doing all the switching. But welcome, guys. I just wanted to say, first of all, that we are on day 12 of quarantine today, which is, we're past the hump. We're past that halfway mark. And I think now is kind of critical because, we've been doing this for a while. And we've had kind of, I guess, the romance of what it means to be in quarantine is kind of dying down now a little bit. And it's getting real for a lot of people. So we thought it would be super cool to start a channel where we can all come together and create a little bit of positivity and a little bit of hope for everyone who is figuring out the last few days of quarantine. So basically, this is what the lockdown is all about. It's about creativity. It's about people coming together. It's about finding the good news stories. It's about bringing you just the positive vibes. And because I think, in the world out there, as some of there's been a lot of negative news. There's been a lot of quite hectic press that we've seen. It's been a very uncertain time for a lot of people. And while all that's been going on, there's also been this other side thought, which has been giving us the time to kind of come into space and be on our own, be present of mind, get away from the busyness, get away from the clouded thought patterns and doing and rushing from A to B in the rat race. And I think a lot of positivity has come out of that for a lot of people, and a lot of creativity has come out of that. So we wanted to start a channel that really just focuses on creative people, music, whatever it is that's been getting you guys through this. Because at the end of the day, we need to stick together, we need to stand together, and we need to help each other to get through this last time. It's not easy, but I think it is. It could either be a negative thing or a positive thing the last few days, depending on your attitude and your mind and your approach. So seriously, this is just about us interacting, helping each other out, supporting each other. And I just want to encourage you two things. First of all, if you have anyone that you think you'd like to feature on the show, please hit us up at GoodLuck Live on any of the social platforms, or if you've got someone in mind that you think could add some value to the show, email us bookings@goodlucklive.com and we'd love to feature them. If you just want to share it, get involved, spread the love, that's also cool. So yeah, this is the first episode, guys. There are definitely going to be glitches in the system because we're trying to do this properly. But from our side, cut us some slack when if you hear a few swear words. Sorry, just apologizing in advance for that. And then second thing is we're trying to raise some money as well for the Solidarity Fund, which is a charity that we have collaborated with. An amazing fund that is really just on the front line helping people out. And, I think so many of us are so lucky just to have a roof over our head and food on the table. And there are a lot of people who this crazy, uncertain economic time is actually, it means that they might not be able to eat tomorrow, So this fund has been set up to help those that are really in dire need at this point in time. And I think as a people, we need to stand together, we need to help each other, and we need to show, it's not about having excess and about having lots of material wealth and achieving. It's like take a step back from that mindset. How can we help humanity? How can we help each other? And really this is what we're trying to do. We're trying to raise 30,000 Rand to go towards the Solidarity Fund. So if you guys want to support that, the link is in the description. Please go click on the link. We're trying to get to our goal by next week or even surpass our goal. And we'd love to do that with your help. Any bit that you can donate would be fantastic. So let's get cracking with the show, guys, okay? First of all, we thought it would be nice because it's the morning and everyone, I don't know if you guys have been waking up a little bit later, but I have. And now would be about the time where I start cooking myself a little bit of a breakfast. And we love food as a band. And we thought it'd be super cool to get one of our many chef friends on the show who's been doing some really awesome stuff during this lockdown period. Get him to come on the show and teach us how to make something tasty. And since it's the morning, and since we all trying to be, not too crazy and healthy of this time, we thought we would do something delicious and tasty and nutritious. So Jonno Proudfoot is the chef who's featuring today. He's quite well known for his banting recipes, and he is going to be taking us through some fancy scrambled eggs. So let's load up that clip, and we're going to watch Jono making his scrambled eggs, and then we're going to have a little chat to him. Jono, over to you, my dear.
Hey guys, I'm making scrambled eggs with trout on delicious crispy smoked paprika potatoes, and this is how it's going to go. So we've got some sweet smoky paprika, potatoes, some spring onion, delicious smoked trout, good old butter, eggs, lemon, avo, and just a cutting board and a mixing bowl. I've already fried off yesterday's baked potatoes with some smoked paprika and some salt. I fried them off in quite a bit of olive oil on a medium heat, dusted them off with some smoked paprika and salt, and then let them get pretty hot before draining them off in paper towel, and I was ready to rock and roll. They are super delicious. And now I'm going to make a quick scrambled egg. So this is like one of the quickest scrambled egg recipes you'll ever see. Get your plate, get it super hot, super fast. So quick you get the pan hot before you even start cooking. And you take, these are organic free-range eggs from Usana farm. I don't know what they call themselves, Usana. And I'm going for 4 eggs because this is quite a big one. This is probably enough for 2 actually. There we go. And you don't even need to do this because they're all going to break up in the pan. Give that a whip, and I'm going to go on like a decent sized knob of butter, pop that in, and you want to get it into the pan before the pan gets too hot because you don't want the butter to burn. Try get yourself a heat proof one of these are amazing. Good. Okay, here we go. Looking good. Let me turn the heat down a little bit. But what you'll find is if the pan is hot enough, oh, we haven't seen it. Again, just before it goes nutty, we're going to do one last thing, and that's take these spring onions, just the green parts. Chuck them in. Okay. And now you can take it off the heat, put it on the heat, but you just want to keep turning it. Back on the heat. And this is like perfect for supper, for breakfast. And if you're on lockdown, it doesn't matter when you're eating it, does it? Because no one's going to know you had breakfast for supper or supper for breakfast. Give that a look. So we've got our crispy potatoes. Pop some of those down. Create a nest. Let's check in with this egg. Okay, so now you can see it's still runny on top, but it's cooked underneath. So we can flip it over like an omelette, or you can break it up like scrambled egg. It's up to you. I kind of like somewhere in the middle, like a mix between. Okay. try and neaten that up a little bit. Okay. Pop that off. Oh. Fan this over the top. Get the ammo going. That is going to be good. And finally, let's lay out some trout on top. Previously screaming in the background. And finally, we're going to go with a little slice of lemon. You notice I cut around the core here, so we tried to avoid most of the seeds, but we didn't get all of them. Anyway, there we go. Seeds are out. Squeeze of lemon. Another little go of salt. Crack of black pepper. There we go. And then because we've got the smoky potatoes, we can always just give a light dusting of smoked paprika. And finally, a little drizzle of extra virgin olive oil to give it a bit of a shine. And that is a breakfast of champions in like 2 minutes.
And we're back. Hello, everybody. Hope you're going good. That was awesome. Thank you so much, Jono. He is well known for his banting recipes, and I don't know about you guys, but I have been struggling a little bit with my carb intake since I've been on lockdown. It's like chocolates and sweets and anything naughty has pretty much been getting me through lockdown. And yeah, it's been an interesting one because I think I think in this time we all should be kind of taking it easy and not like, you know, sitting around and eating too much, but you're helping me through. Yeah, so anyway, there's a really nice healthy breakfast for you, and we'll definitely get Jono in to talk as well at some point about how he's been doing things and maybe some other recipes that he's had. Yeah, and I don't know about you guys. I've also been struggling to be creative with cooking because suddenly now you have to cook everything, you know, and I think the tricky thing is not about the cooking. The tricky thing is thinking about what you're going to make and with what you have in your fridge, because often you don't want to just rush out for ingredients, you know. So we'll be bringing you a few more of those super cool recipes. So what's up next? I thought it'd be nice to bring you guys a little bit of a good news story because as you know, you've definitely been exposed to a lot of negative news, and obviously watching those stats. I mean, come on, guys. How many of you are clicking on that World Health Organization statistic button at least 3 times a day? I mean, I'm sorry, I'm one of those people. You know, you're just checking, and I think it's really easy to kind of get locked into the panic and get locked into the stress of the unknown. But out of this is coming some beautiful stories of people helping each other out and connecting with each other. And I think in some strange way, it feels to me a little bit like we're the most connected that we've ever been, to our families, to our friends, you know, to our neighbors. I mean, my neighbors are like my best buddies at the moment. Literally, we hang out. We do co-shopping. So sorry, that's my cat, by the way. He's playing with his game over there. Georgie, come say hi. He'll come eventually. I'll go fetch him. But anyway, yeah. So my neighbors and I, we do co-shopping. So if one of us is out of something and the other one's going to the shops, we just help each other out. We haven't even been exchanging money. We've just been helping each other out. It's been a beautiful thing. It's been wonderful. So a lot of positives about this. And another positive news story is something that's been coming out of China, out of the healthcare profession, where basically all the nurses, to help the patients and to help the nurses that have been really struggling with the stress and depression of going through this virus and being at the center of this virus where this whole thing started, basically they have started dancing with each other. But they obviously have to socially distance from each other, so they keep these gaps between the patients and the nurses and each other, and they dance and they just feel the music and they just love it so much. And I want you to watch what's going on. I think this could become a thing. This could become a new dance craze in the world. Actually looks pretty cool. Check it out. So adorable. I love it. I think it's so lovely. It made me so happy to watch that. Okay, guys. So we're going to do lots of music on this show. We're going to be inviting some really cool musicians, some friends of ours. And if there's anyone that you guys want to see live, hit us up, because as soon as we've kind of done the first couple episodes and we've got our mechanics going really nicely, then we're going to be inviting musicians onto the show to come and talk a little bit about what they're doing to be creative in lockdown, and play maybe a song or two. And I thought, just to kickstart, I'd sing you guys a little tune, very rough, very raw. And the guitar's a little out of tune, but that's part of the what do you call it? The intrigue, not the intrigue, the cuteness factor. And this is a song that you all know. So if you're out there, if you're watching, please sing along with me. This is a song called Stripped Down, Back in the Day. Here we go. And I'm very bad at playing the F chord, by the way. It's just horrible. Anyway. Back in the day, he used to run, hands up, hands up. No complications, no second thought, just hands up, hands up. And I wouldn't walk away if they asked me to. See, I live another day just to spend with you. I loved you like the sound of the ocean, rhythm, the emotion. I loved you like the sound of the ocean, rhythm, the emotion. Rhythm, the rhythm, rhythm, the rhythm, rhythm, the emotion. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Hey. Do 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 do. Yeah. Back in the day, George Harrison ran, hands up, hands up. He had no complications, no second thought, just hands up, hands up. And I wouldn't walk away if they asked me to. See, I live another day just to spend with you. Sing with me. I loved you like the sound of the ocean, rhythm, the emotion. I loved you like the sound of the ocean, rhythm, the emotion. Rhythm, the rhythm, rhythm, the rhythm, rhythm, the emotion. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Hey. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Yeah. Here we go. Little song for you on your Tuesday. Back in the day. obviously you used to the Duff Duff version. Speaking of the Duff Duff version, we are going to be performing live this weekend. It would have been Splashy Fen Festival. So if you guys are around Friday nights, we're going to be live 8 o'clock on the Splashy Fen Facebook page. Live stream, live performance in the back garden. Literally, Ben and I are going to be making music from the backyard and playing a little set, because we would have been playing at Splashy Fen this weekend. And we're really sad that it's not happening, but we make a plan. Creative people make a plan. It's super cool. Speaking of creative people, guys, my next little video clip and guest is one of my favorite film directors and YouTubers. He is such an awesome guy, and he is literally been traveling the world, making movies and making YouTube videos for the last few years, and just really exploding on very, very many levels. And he did something as soon as lockdown began. He did something really cool, because he was supposed to be married on the 21st of March. And obviously that's when the restrictions came into place. People couldn't gather more than 100 people, so he had to cancel his wedding. And instead of getting all bummed and just doing nothing on the day, he decided to surprise his fiancée and basically make her a little wedding. And this story made me so happy. It was just really sweet watching what he did. He put so much effort and so much love into it. And I thought we would just play you this just to show you how creative some people have been during this time. So Dan Mace, this is your wedding video.
I then went and I set up all of these ridiculous cardboard cutouts. For the priest, the idea was to use Jono, who's Gabs and my roommate in Los Angeles. So I set the virtual head up via Zoom and got Jono to plug in. And the script he read for that was from the Mr. Bean movie.
Is it?
It's our wedding!
No.
I'm throwing us a wedding!
No.
Look, there's all our guests. There's Jason on the guitar.
This is so silly. I love you.
There's
Oh,
Granny.
amazing.
Casey's there in the back.
So what now, baby?
Now you get ready and I sleep. Gabs and I both aren't religious, but we're aware of the tradition around marriage and the need for our families and the celebration of coming togetherness. But this is our way of celebrating our love.
Yeah, but finish the story.
Okay, the story. So, fuck, you looked beautiful walking down the aisle. I was like, oh my God, am I gonna cry? Like, this would be awkward if I cried then. Jonah said he's blah-de-dee-dahs, some lines. Then we put on our rings, which felt really like real, don't you think?
It was. And if we weren't having a so-called legal wedding marriage ceremony at the end of the year, this would have been the perfect wedding.
That makes me really happy.
And it was the perfect day until you threw me in the pool.
Oh, hello. This is George Harrison, everyone. He's my little Maine Coon. Oh, and we got Dan. Hello, Dan.
Yeah.
How's it going?
Am I on here?
Yeah, you're on.
Working.
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome.
How you
Dude,
doing this
listen.
morning?
Yo, I'm good. You've had an eventful few weeks, haven't you?
Yeah, it's definitely been complicated.
Yeah,
Oh, wait,
it has.
yeah.
It has. Well, I mean, first of all, let's just chat about what you did. I think like it's so sweet what you did and so creative. And what I didn't show in that video, because we cut it a little bit down, was how you actually managed to create all of this from scratch. You literally built a wedding, like including the guests. You built them. How was that, and how long did it actually take you to do that?
It's funny watching the cut down because it just looks ridiculous, and I guess it is kind of ridiculous. I guess it's like, I had an idea and I really wanted to do something for Gabs, and it's been a tough time because I've been away in Los Angeles and we spent so much time apart and our this was supposed to be a time that as I came back, we were going to get married, and there was all this hype and excitement. And, you know, when you're away from somebody for so long and you kind of fixate on an idea of what it's going to be like when you return, and then it all kind of fizzles away, I think, Gabs was really upset about that. And then I wanted to do something stupid, you know, I wanted to do something just to make her laugh. And
she had no idea.
Kind of came together.
You managed to keep it a surprise until the very end?
Yeah. So she was kind of onto me in the beginning, because I went in and I started questioning her, and with a camera, and I mean, that's pretty obvious.
Yeah,
She knows that I'm always up to, if I start filming things, and ideas about to happen. But she's so incredibly down to make videos, and you know, in anything like this, I guess there's always a level of performance. If a camera's on you, you know, it's very difficult to be 100% authentic. I try and not script anything or have a direct solution to the film that I set. I kind of create an arc.
Yes.
And I don't yet have the ending, and she always provides this, like, the perfect answer, you know. And when you're filming something, it's part real life, and it's part it's a difficult thing on YouTube, being a director, because obviously I want to try and affect the story as much as possible. But you have to keep it real life. So I sit behind the camera and go, fuck, I hope she answers this. And she's so brilliant with it. She's really good.
And no, I mean, I think that's the thread. All your videos have got this element of complete realness and complete, like, you know, you get it. You get that it hasn't been a planned thing. And I'm sure you have in your mind, you've created, like you said, you've created what you would love to be the perfect outcome for the video, but it has to be real. And whatever direction it's going to go there. So I think it's really cool that you guys jumped in the pool at the end of the day, because that looked like fun.
Yeah, Gabs hates the pool. So
does she?
It's a difficult one to get.
That was cool. It was so cool. It was very sweet.
So cool.
I think a lot of people had tears in their eyes watching that, because it was very sweet, and you scored a lot of points, a lot of brownie points, I'm sure, which is cool. Listen, on the other side, you've actually caught coronavirus already. You're patient 67, right? Or 67.
Yeah.
And how did that feel, man? I think there's a lot of differing. Because everyone's obviously Googling, what does it feel like? Do I have it? I mean, you know, and it's been affected in different ways, it seems. But for you, what were the symptoms like, and how did you feel, and how are you feeling now?
For me, it's such a complicated story, because it's still not, to my knowledge, we can't figure out if it was indeed I caught the virus when I arrived in South Africa, or if I had it previously in Los Angeles when the doctors were still calling it a flu. I think right now there's a lot of conspiracies around what's happening. In my knowledge and my belief, I would like to believe that I had it when I was really sick in LA, and the sickness was going through, you know, from the beginning of Jan, before the first cases were even reported about what we now know as COVID-19. It was known as this virus happening in China. There was some sort of an outbreak happening there. That was the knowledge of it, and the media was squashing it, and everyone was sick. From all my friends in LA, they all got sick, and then I got sick, and we were all kind of seeing the same doctor, and back then they were calling it like a really heavy LA flu, and it's an annual thing, but this one seems to be a little bit more dramatic. And so I had really heavy symptoms then, and then that passed, and when I flew back to South Africa, it was possible, you know, that I was sick on the 19th of February. I flew back on the 10th of March. And I landed on the 12th, and I got screened in the airport with a thermometer reading on my forehead, and I had negative for temperature, and there was never a thought in my mind that I was positive for the COVID-19. You know, it was in my mind, it was that I just had this flu and it had passed, and I'd continued. And And it was only when on the Tuesday, the World Health Organization spoke about a symptom being the loss of taste and smell, which I hadn't had taste and smell for about a month. And I consulted my ENT, who said, there could be multiple reasons for this. And I just thought it was really weird and something.
Check out.
He was like, he was like, if you lose your taste and smell, it could last forever. It just happens to some people. It's a shit thing.
Yeah. I've had it my whole life pretty much, right. But yeah.
It's the worst. So anyways, so then on the Wednesday morning, I went to go get tested. And on the Saturday, the 23rd, I came out, 23rd of March. My doctor phoned me, 21st of March. My doctor phoned me and said, that I came out positive, and I just couldn't believe it. And after that, I made a video for YouTube, and what's been really difficult is seeing a lot of people, the scrutiny that I've been under over the last couple of weeks or weeks since I made that video, and the people attacking me on social media, and people in close circles. It's incredible. Yesterday I was so hurt just reading what people have to say, but it's also a lack of knowledge and the want to believe I get that it's to point a finger at somebody right now is the easiest thing to do, and I guess I've put myself out there, but it hurts.
Yeah, I mean, I hear you. I can imagine that it hurts, and I think a lot of that comes from a fear-based place, and it comes from misinformation and obviously reading things. People are reading a lot of media and being fed, false reports and being fed things that are very sensationalist and then coming down on someone like you. But I just want to say, we take our hats off to you for coming forward with your story and being honest about what happened to you. And, I think well done on getting through it and well done on sharing the information, because a lot of people other people would have just kept quiet about it, and just been like, no one needs to know this, but you came forward, and it was a brave thing to do. And if, haters gonna hate, potatoes gonna potato. Don't worry about it too much.
I know.
Anyway, this too shall pass. Everyone loves you for your content and your great work. And we just wanted to say thank you so much for coming on the Lockdown, our first episode. It's an honor to have you. And I hope you guys enjoy your last few days of lockdown. And I don't know if you're heading back to America afterwards, but we hope we keep you in Cape Town for as long as we can.
Amazing. And perfect.
Take care, Dan. Thank you again. Lots of love.
Cheers.
Cheers. That was Dan Mace, everybody. Coronavirus survivor and wedding planner and guest builder and set designer. I mean, everything pretty much. So let's see, where are we sitting now? We finished that part, and it's just you and me again, guys. Hello. Hope you're enjoying this first edition of the Lockdown. We just, again, if you just tuned in, the idea is to bring you positivity, bring you good news stories, bring you anything that anyone is doing or feeling out there, and engage with us. Please comment, tell us how you're getting through this period in your life. What have been some learnings that you've maybe learned about yourself? Have you changed your perspective on how you see the world? Have you reconnected with yourself? Have you quietened your mind down? Are you spending more time with your family? There's so many good things that are coming out of this. So if you've got any stories to share, please share them with us in the comments, share them with us on YouTube. Do whatever you can. Get involved, people. I just want to read a couple of comments here. Let's have a look and see. Here some comments and some beautiful things. I had a message earlier that really stuck out to me. A lovely lady called Bontle. I'm just going to go find her message quickly. But basically she wrote us to say that she is in London at the moment. Lockdown she's been with her family. She's been enjoying the quiet time. She has been going for walks. I think London, obviously you can go for nature walks still. And she's been spending time just getting to know her kids, playing with her kids. They've been doing yoga in the garden, and they've been trying to keep healthy and fit. And she said, even though it's been challenging with her and husband and her 2 kids, which have kept her really busy, she has also found the time to just connect and play with them. And she's found this time actually to be quite magical in some ways. So that's really cool. And I'm sure a lot of you can relate. I'm sure a lot of you are going slightly crazy as well, but that's okay. You know, that there's nothing wrong with that. We're all a little bit crazy at the end of the day, so that's fine. Okay, so on to my next discovery, guys. So we've been trying to get to know this little platform called TikTok. It's obviously all the kids, all the millennials have been on it. It took me a little while to understand what it is and to figure out how to use it. It's a platform that's super creative, which is pretty cool. You know, you can make little videos and you can have fun with it. And there've been some awesome TikToks been coming out of the lockdown because obviously people have a lot of time on their hands and been getting super creative. So go check us out and go check out everyone on TikTok. We're at GoodLuck Live on TikTok. There was a guy I discovered there who is a dancer, and his name is Adrian. And Adrian, I'm going to play you some of his dance moves, but I really want you guys to go and follow him as well on TikTok. I'm just going to quickly go find his page. There we go. Following. His name's Adrian Hughes. I'm just going to put this in front of your face here. It's Adrian R. Hughes. It's Hughes, Adrian R. Hughes on TikTok. And that's what he looks like. Let me show you. Adrian R. Hughes, you're going to check him out. What I love about this guy, he's been dancing, and he is, he's a white guy. He's not a typical dancer, I guess, you know. Maybe you would, if you would, you know, a kind of prejudging what he would be and you looked at him, you wouldn't maybe say he's an incredible dancer. And then this guy just starts busting out these moves, and he is so inspiring and so wonderful. And so I wanted to share a compilation of my favorite TikTok moves, what this guy's been sharing online. And what I love about it the most is that he has got such African soul in him. He's like, it's just wanting to bust out and come alive and show the world. So guys, if you want to try and learn some of these moves like the Guara Guara, I challenge you to try and learn some of these. This is Adrian Hughes live on the lockdown. Adrian, bust it out, boy.
Hi, I'm Adrian, and these are my best TikToks live on the lockdown.
Girl, show 'em how you ride it.
Gangin' and banging, since me youngin', living and learning, dressing and flexing. You have been posting and liking, commenting. I did live my life.
Hey guys, welcome back. How awesome was Adrian? I'm literally obsessed with him. I love his dance moves. I love his energy. I love his vivaciousness. I love that he is just like totally 100% African in his style. And so yeah, go check him out on TikTok, Adrian R. Hughes. And thanks so much, Adrian, for letting us play some of your moves online. People tuning in from all over the world. We've got the UK, we've got Spain, we've got Malta, we've got Italy. Hope you guys are doing all right in Italy, the Netherlands. I'm just checking out some of these comments. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. And thank you so much for just being a part of this. If you guys, again, if you have any good news stories, or if you have anything you've found online, or if you have a skill that you've learned that you want to share, you want to talk about, please hit us up. Either drop us a mail, bookings@goodlucklive.com. Or if you don't want to email us, you can also drop us an inbox on Facebook or Instagram or anywhere, and we'll get in touch. I think it would be quite cool to play another song for you. Again, this is super raw, super real, super chilled. It's one of my favorite songs that was released this year, or last year actually, end of last year. Yeah, end of last year. I have to get the chords right. I think that's it. All right, let's give it a try. Okay. They say, oh my God, I see the way you shine. Take your hands, my dear, and place them both in mine. You know you stopped me dead when I was passing by. And now I beg to see you dance just one more time. Ooh, I see you every night, yeah. And I like your style. You make me wanna cry. And now I beg to see you dance just one more time. So they say, dance for me, dance for me, dance for me. Whoa, oh, oh. I never seen anybody do the things you do before. And they say, move for me, move for me, move for me. Yeah, yeah, yeah. When I'm done, I'll make you do it all again, all again. They say, oh my God, I see you walking by. Take my hand, your hands, my dear, and place them both in mine. Just like a monkey, I've been dancing my whole life. And now you beg to see me dance just one more time. Sing it. Ooh, I see you walking by, yeah. And I like your style. You make me wanna cry. Hey, now I beg to see you dance just one more time. Sing with me. And they say, dance for me, dance for me, dance for me. Whoa, I never seen anybody do the things you do before. And they say, move for me, move for me, move for me. Yeah, yeah, yeah. When I'm done, I'll make you do it all again, all again, all again. La 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 la. Thank you. So yeah, man, we'd love to get some musicians on the show. We've got some really exciting musicians lined up. If there's anyone that you guys would love to see, mention them in the comments or tag them, and we'll get them on the show. We're going to try to do this as often as possible. Maybe not every morning, but most mornings, just to get you guys in a good, positive headspace for the day. And we're going to be doing lots of different things like exercise, cooking, comedy. Every day is going to be changed up, and every day is going to be different. So yeah. Let me have a look here. I think we're going to do one more little TikTok for you, and actually maybe a couple of cool ones that we found that we thought were quite relevant to lockdown, and then I think we might be getting close to the end of our show. So Ben, hit us up with Ben, can we see you quickly? No, he doesn't want to be seen. He's too shy. Okay. We'll see him next. We'll see him the next episode. He's busy with all the controls. I wish I could show you, but we'll show you next time. So this is one of our favorite little TikToks that we found. Just to keep you happy, here's something for you. That was so great. That's really, really awesome. I think we have to see another one. I mean, let's... Do you want to watch it again? Okay, we'll watch it again in case you missed it. Here we go. Okay, no, that's too good. That's too good. And then we need an informative TikTok. Can you play the one? Can you play the one about what this is quite cool. This is something you guys can do if you're missing your friends, missing movie night. This is something you can do with them.
I'm about to show you how to have a movie night with your friends while on quarantine in under a minute. First, you and your friends gotta decide what the heck you want to watch. Next, make sure you're on Chrome and download the extension Netflix Party. Open the show you want to watch, and now that extension will be red. When you click on it, you're gonna have access to start the party. So you can copy this URL and send it to all your friends. And now everyone is watching the same movie or the same show at the same time. You control where it is, and there's a chat window so you guys can talk about what's going on.
That was a cool little tiki-talky, some information if you want to have a movie night. Okay, we got Jono, guys. We were gonna have him earlier. He was the chef that cooked you the scrambled eggs, and so we got him back online just to quickly catch up. Jono, are you there? Can you hear me?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Oh, there you are. I can hear you. I can see you. Nice with your headphones.
Great.
How are you doing today, dude?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm actually really enjoying the lockdown. I'm enjoying the lockdown as well.
Awesome. Thank you. Stoked. Thank you so much for sharing your amazing recipe earlier, your fancy pants eggs. We know that you're the king of banting, and we know that you're really, really good at making no carbs taste delicious. I have a question for you though. Have you been disciplined this lockdown?
Yeah, I've been pretty disciplined. I think like for me, my rules are definitely like no gluten. That's my big rule. And I've been 100% gluten-free for like, I think 2.5 years now. As far as the carbs go, I have eaten a few carbs, and you would have seen the recipe for scrambled eggs had smoked paprika, potatoes in it. So
I suppose. You've been a bit naughty, but you got it. I mean, look, I have to be honest. I told them earlier, carbs have been getting me through this lockdown. I think I'd be going crazy without my sugary treats. Terrible, but yeah, they're helping me. And tell me, what is your? I think we've lost your audio. I can't hear you.
I'm still around.
Oh, yeah, I can hear you. What is your top tip for anyone who is, I don't know, maybe, wanting to be healthy, but also just like struggling not to be disciplined in lockdown? Like, do you have any tasty tips that could help them maybe cheat but not cheat, if you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean that's a hugely calibrated question. So I think the first thing is to take the junk out of the house, because if you can't leave the house and there's no junk in the house, you actually just can't indulge. And the second thing is to remember that like lockdown may be a new type of normal. So the practical thing is get the junk out, and the psychological trick is how would the new normal look if we were say we had like a series of lockdowns for the whole year. You don't want to look back on your year in December and be like, okay, well, these extra 20 kilos, but lockdown, So I think the key is to live your routine and make sure that you still keep some level of routine and health. So rock the pajamas, but love yourself, and you can love yourself by treating yourself with healthy food, not necessarily junk food.
I love that. I absolutely love that. That's really great advice, man. I mean, it's I think also, from a creative's perspective, there's just so much opportunity to make and to bake and to cook and to, and just to create healthy meals. So I think experimenting is key. And even though I know like resources are a bit limited and people are not wanting to go to the shops as often as they used to, perhaps. But just I've been finding just to get experimental. I think the main thing I've been finding, I don't know about you, is just not wasting food. I realized how much food I actually used to waste before, because I would buy all these vegetables and with the intention of eating them, and then put them into the fridge, and then go on tour, and then come back and be like, oh, everything is a bit moldy, gotta chuck it, and now it's like we're using everything, literally everything in our fridge is getting used, and I'm really stoked about that. I think a lot of people are feeling the same way, and it's just about how you can be creative with what you have.
Totally. One of the things that I've noticed is how skilled people actually are. So a lot of people have obviously taken to social media just because they're trying to connect. Yeah. And what I've noticed is there are people who bake who I didn't even know had ever like been in the kitchen. So everyone out there is creating, people getting on social media and just sharing what they've been making. Like I made paper mache on Sunday. I haven't made paper mache since I was in like standard 5. But because we can't go out with the kids, all of a sudden like everyone's been put to task to create stuff at home.
I've even kind of forgotten what paper mache is. It's that where you like build on top with layers, right? And you make something hard.
Yeah, you take newspaper and you like wet it with like a starchy, it's like basically flour, water, and then you put it like over a shape, and then it hardens and it's like
It's super cool.
Yeah.
It's super cool. And also, I mean, you got kids, so you have to seriously get creative. And I think we have to do a whole episode on parents because, like, hats off to you. I've got a cat who is basically a nightmare in itself. And, I think the people that are having to entertain children at this time and be in a closed space, and you guys are the heroes of our country. And, well done. Well done.
The struggle is real. Yeah, the struggle is real.
The struggle is real. But you guys, at least everyone's connecting, like you said, on social media and getting each other through this time, which is very cool. So, Jono, anything else you want to share? Or, I mean, we're definitely going to get you back on for some more recipes because you cook some beautiful food. Because I know you've been doing your own live streams just to help people like who don't have ideas of what to cook, right? And where can we find those?
Yeah. Yeah, awesome. So I've been running two types of streams, actually. So the one is a psychological stream. So I'm also a health coach. So through Real Meal Revolution, which is the Facebook page is The Real Meal Revolution. And you can find out about our online weight loss program at realmealrevolution.com. And we've been running lives on the kind of stuff I mentioned earlier, like, focusing on your long-term goal and building routine and how to deal with stress and anxiety, and not breaking your diet. So the one thing we keep saying is like, this is an amazing opportunity to focus on you. And if you did want to join an online weight loss or healthy eating program, that's a good opportunity. And then on the cooking front, through my own page, which is at the Jonno Proudfoot on Facebook or just at Jonno Proudfoot on Instagram, I've been running just a daily or kind of like every second day a cooking demo, just to teach you how to make healthy, delicious food using whatever you can get at the shops. Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome, dude. Well, definitely get a lot of people tuning in. I know I'll be tuning in. Thank you so much for sharing your recipe, and we're going to get you back to do loads more. And
thanks, guys.
And also, just give us your Instagram handles again.
So it's at Real Meal Revolution and at Jonno Proudfoot.
Cool. Go follow him. Check out his food. Thank you again.
Thanks,
and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Cool. Cheers.
So, guys, we're coming to the end of our show. It's been super fun. Thank you very much for tuning in. It was the first episode. We obviously had a lot of bugs and teething issues that we're gonna iron out for next time. And like I said, this is all about you guys and connecting and content. So if you have any stories you would like to share, even if you just want to just share a little bit of what you've learned or share an experience, if you want to put it in a video, or if you want to put it online in an email, we'll read it out. Send it to us, bookings@goodlucklive.com, or any guests that you suggest we host, anyone you'd particularly like to see on the show. This platform is just to keep us all positive, inspired, and in a headspace to be able to feel we can do this. We got this. The next few days or the next 10 days or so, we're going to get through this together. We're going to look after each other. We're going to look after each other. And I just want to leave you guys with a last thought, which is really simply look after yourself, look after each other, look after your family. Have a good day. Have a good night. And good luck. Oh, wait, before I go, please do, if you guys can, give to our charity that we're trying to raise funds for, which is supporting the Solidarity Fund. As artists, we have a platform to be able to reach a lot of people. And I know everyone's got to dig really deep in their pockets at the moment, but just remember, there's our link, our little give and gain donate QR code that you guys can scan and you can donate directly to our charity. Just remember, if we have a food over our head, if we have a roof over our head and food on our table, we are very fortunate, and we've got to help the people that don't. We've got to look after each other and get ourselves as humanity through this time. So please do give generously, do what you can. We're trying to get to 30,000 Rand by next week. So lots of love to you guys again. Have a good day, have a good night, and good luck!